Hello everybody, how's it going out there? Welcome to Virtual Road Trip. Glad to have you along for the ride, as always. And, well, as you can see, it's snowing. And yeah, I didn't plan on coming out in the snow this day, but kind of ended up that way. Kind of interesting. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun ride through a snowstorm in the mountains. So originally I had headed up in this direction, which I'm northwest of where I live, about an hour away or so. I originally was coming up here to do a video on the Pepacton Reservoir, which, like the Ashokan, which is much closer to me, is another reservoir of the New York City water system. And just a beautiful area. Absolutely stunning. Anyway, I'd come up here to do a video on that, and when I left the house, it was sunny, cold, but sunny. And by the time I got up here, well, as you can see, it's practically a blizzard. In fact, it had already lightened up as I started to record from what it originally was. Anyway, I didn't want to record that kind of video in the snow because that's a video where you need nice, long, clear views. So I figured, I came all the way up here, I might as well get something, and I decided to drive around the snowy roads in this area. I think it came out pretty good. It's definitely a little different. Apologize for the snow on the windshield at times. What are you gonna do? But in the meantime, enjoy the snow. This is probably the heaviest the snow got as I was recording, so I wanted to get out of the car and really show it much better than I could from a driving position. So that's what I did up at the intersection here. Yeah, those are some big flakes, damn. We've made a little turn to the southwest here, heading back kind of in the direction of where I started, toward 28. This road was not well, that section at least had looked like it hadn't been traveled on yet before I got there, but if it looks like I'm driving fast, I'm really not, although this part is, as you can see, not too snow covered, so it wasn't that bad. But thank goodness for all-wheel drive, that's all I gotta say. This video is called Highmount, which is just one of the local hamlets in this area, which is basically a dot on the map, a few houses. But this mountain ridge, this elevated area that we're on, is actually a river divide between the Hudson and Delaware rivers. All the water that lands to the east and southeast of this ridge line will eventually flow into the Hudson River via the Esopus Creek and other small creeks, and all the precipitation that falls on the northwestern side will flow into the Delaware River. And the Delaware River itself actually starts in this area just to the west, as both the east and west branch, and we'll eventually head to the Delaware Bay. It's probably hard to tell with this view, but the snow actually slowed down considerably as I went down in elevation. Just a couple hundred feet down, and the snow was mixing with sleet and rain, so it doesn't take much to change the weather rapidly when you're up in these parts. Pine Hill's a nice little mountain town. It's the last town before you head up over the pass to the northwestern side of the mountains. And for a long time, it was the last stop on the Catskill Mountain Railroad. Back to the top of the ridge here, we're now heading up towards the Belleayre Mountain Ski Resort, which is a state-owned ski resort here in the Catskill Mountains, one of the big three, along with Hunter and Wyndham. And you can't really see it because of the low cloud base. You can't really see it, so there's no real sense in trying to point it out, but the slopes are up in this direction. And when I was a kid, I came up here quite often. This is where I learned to ski and snowboard. And yeah, I'd like to get out there one day again. I don't know if my knee can handle it, but I figure it'll be one more time before I'm too old. Before we end things here, I just want to again say thank you to all my subscribers. You guys are awesome, as always, and I think I'm up to 200, I don't know, 200 something, that's all I care about. And I also want to remind everybody that I have a Facebook page for this virtual road trip, facebook.com/virtual road trip, and you can check out a lot of updates on what I'm filming, some extra pictures, some extra footage, a lot of good stuff over there. I also have a Twitter, which I don't use as much as I'm trying to learn that site a little better, but you can check me out there as well. And I hope to get out again real soon. The weather is actually warmed up as I'm recording this audio, and the snow has kind of melted a bit, so it's not really the most beautiful time of year, but I hope to at least get back up to the Papacton Reservoir as soon as I can, and I got a bunch of other bonus footage that I plan to chop up and make into a video soon too. So keep a lookout for all that. Should be coming up soon. And yeah, you know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And until then, enjoy the ride. I'll see you then.